Serious here, back with another video. Antigua 2025 holiday recap, summary, my thoughts on the island itself, and just, yeah, maybe just some advice or information about the island that you might have not known before. So I was there for 11 nights. My dad was there for 3 weeks. I didn't want to go that long. That's far too long for me. A week's fine for me. A week is fine for me. 11-hour flight because we had to stop in Barbados for an hour, but the flight was fine. Just download some stuff to watch and it's fine, or sleep. That's what I did on the way back for half the flight, just sleep. Enough about that anyway. On to the actual island itself. First topic, transportation. If you have a car or you have a license to rent a car, the money to rent a car, then yeah, that is very helpful because there's some places that the buses just don't go to. Sometimes you got to stand on the road for like 20 minutes waiting for a bus to come by. And once it comes by, you got to hope it's not full. Because if it's full, then you can't get on. And they're not even buses, really. They're vans. They're vans. They're literally vans. Some of them are actually like mini buses or mini coaches, to be fair. But most places are like a bus journey or two away, which is all right. But if not, you got to pay for a cab to get the rest, to cover the rest of the journey to wherever you're trying to go to, which we did sometimes. It's fine. It's all right. Some of the cabs were nice cars. Some of them were a bit, eh. Most cars on the island are a bit not great, but it is what it is. So hopefully next time I go, I've got a license. And then I can rent a car because that would be so helpful. I mean, we still got by. It wouldn't be that different, really. It'd only be different because the bus is just so crowded next to people and stuff when it's busy, especially if you go at peak times when people are coming back or to school and work. But it's not the end of the world not having a car there. Obviously, in London, it's way easier because there's so many modes of transport, like line bikes and Ubers and stuff like that. But it's fine, really. But ideally, you want a car. They don't really have bus stops. Well, they do, but you don't have to use them. As soon as you want to get off, you can just shout bus stop, and then he'll pull up as soon as he can, the driver, and then get off. It's quite cheap compared to England. It's probably like half the price of a bus here in London anyway. And yeah, there are some bus stops that have seats as well, but more time it's just like a sign that just says bus stop at the top. But yeah, you don't have to obviously wait there if you don't want to. You can literally just wait anywhere on the bus journey's route and just put your hand out and it will stop. And the bus stop doesn't leave at the bus station. The bus doesn't leave until the whole bus is full because I think the drivers like are paid independently. It's not like a company that does it all, like TfL. So they're not leaving until every seat's taken. And there's so many seats that like attach, so every space in the bus is occupied. So they're getting maximum money. It's cash only in East Caribbean dollars as well. They give change out. It's fine. It's fine. It wasn't the end of the world, but ideally car. Ideally car. Same here really. It's not the end of the world getting bus, train, whatever, but ideally car in your own space, whatnot. Let's talk about the beaches. It's known for sun and beaches. The beaches were splendid. So nice, so sandy. Some lovely views as well. My favorite was Jolly Harbour Beach because being in the waves, yeah, it was just fun. They were the biggest waves out of all the beaches. Some of them don't really have waves because it's not much ocean and it's kind of surrounded by land, so it's not really waves going to the shore that intense, really. But yeah, Pigeon Point, Jolly Harbour were my two favorite. 365 beaches on that island. That's mad. I'm sure some of them are man-made. Some of them are man-made. I'll show a man-made one right now. Some of them are more touristy than others because they're near hotels where loads of tourists stay. Some of them less so. Some of them with some nice restaurants on the beach as well. Yeah, it's very nice. Going at sunset, oh my word. Wow. It's fun, man. It is really fun going in the beach. Like, I was kind of thinking before the holiday, like, oh, what am I going to do? Go in the water and just do what? Like, there's nothing to do in there. Obviously, you can swim, skim a few rocks. That's what, stones. That's what I was doing a bit. But you could just chill in the pool, float, just admire the view, be there with your thoughts. I think it is a really underrated thing being in the ocean. Being in a pool, a swimming pool, is a bit less good, I think. Especially because it's an enclosed space where anyone can go into, really, wherever you're at. Whereas in the ocean, you can go anywhere. You don't have to be close to people as well. It's so much better in the ocean compared to a pool, I think. But yeah, going in the beach was like every day. After like 4 days going in the beach every day, it did get a bit like repetitive and less interesting. But take a day break or two from it, and it's quality when you next go in. The weather, beaches and sun. The weather was very sunny and hot and dry the first like 3 or 4 days I was there, but after that it must have rained every day. The past like week I was there. Sometimes it would rain like very lightly. On my first day, it actually rained really lightly, but every time it rained after that, it was like fairly intense. A couple times it was pouring it down, but it dries up so quick. Like that Friday, I got to the St. James Club Hotel. The video I posted on TikTok about it. It wasn't raining in the video because it dried so quick after like half an hour. It was dry. You wouldn't have known it even rained. It dried so quick after that in the morning. And then we carried on with the day because if it was raining, we wouldn't be able to go in the beach. That would have been so bad. But yeah, some of the times we were getting in, it was pouring it down. But no one's really prepared for it. Some people do bring umbrellas, but no one really wears hoodies or jumpers like that. Some people wear trousers or whatever, but just because the forecast says it's going to rain for a bit, no one really prepares for it because it just dries up so quick and you can just take shelter. At my grandma's house as well, we didn't have a tumble dryer, so once we put the washing in and it cleans in the machine, you just hang it out to dry for about 2-3 hours and it's done. And obviously once it's done and hopefully it doesn't rain, take it back inside. It's so obviously in England some people do that, hang it on the washing line, but I think that's a big thing of the past now because everyone's got tumble dryers and the weather's not too good to really do that here, whereas there obviously every now and then it might rain a bit, so that happened to me once. It started raining and I was like, do I take it in or not? I gave it 5 minutes. It was a light drizzle and then I went and grabbed them and then literally 2 minutes later it started pouring it down, so thank goodness I did grab them then. But yeah, that was another thing about there compared to here. Well, I'm sure some people do have tumble dryers, but we didn't. Some of the food at the takeaway places or restaurants, it wasn't that good. The restaurants I thought would be a bit better for the prices as well. Some of them, I mean, they were all right. They're edible, but nah. I don't really remember like a very nice meal I had apart from at that hotel that day. Apart from stuff I cooked. Even when I got that takeaway pizza, actually, that was all right, but that's like a cheap pizza, like a £5 pizza. That shouldn't be the nicest thing compared to like a £25 thing from a restaurant. But yeah, some of the food wasn't great. Most of the nights, not most, but half the nights I just cooked chicken and put it with rice or in a burger or something. I had some chicken nuggets from the air fryer, from the oven, sorry, because CBA cooking loads on holiday, like. But it made me think, like, if I was staying there in a hotel, I would have to eat out more. And I just didn't really want to eat out that often. Only if I was hungry for convenience. There was a few places where the food was nice, don't get me wrong, but half the time it was just not good enough. I just thought it would be better for the prices of some of these restaurants. Obviously, they're paying because they think tourists are going to come. They're putting the prices that much because they think tourists will come or it's near a beach or something, so fair enough, but some of the selection on the menus, and I'm quite picky to be fair, so it wasn't the best for me. As long as they got something chicken, then I'm happy. But yeah, even the chicken wings sometimes, like chicken pasta, it just wasn't good enough sometimes. Even the cheesecake I got from this place, oh my days, it was so bang average, man. I was looking forward to it as well because that was the only cheesecake I had on holiday. But yeah, I always prefer cooking my own food anyway, even at home, because you know what ingredients you're putting in it, you know how it's going to taste. I'd rather my food be in my hands than someone else's hands, But obviously, if you're out and you're hungry, you're paying for the convenience, you're paying for the service, so it is what it is. But yeah, the restaurants there, they were okay, but they're a bit underwhelming for me. The streets as well, like when I was on the bus or in a cab, and you're just looking out the window, seeing the houses. Don't get me wrong, there's some amazing views of hills or mountains, whatever you call them, and land, but there's just so many unfinished buildings there. It must be because people just ran out of money and couldn't finish the building, I guess. So, and even there's just so many like just objects in front of buildings and just on the, not street, because there's not really many pavements at times. So it's like, obviously there's a road and then there's just grass and then like a house. So just on the grass, there's just random stuff sometimes. There was so many churches. Which obviously it's a Christian country predominantly. there's so many churches, which is good. Obviously, I'm a Christian. I did go to church. My experience there, I didn't mind it for the first 10 minutes singing. It was nice, but singing for 45 minutes straight, pretty much, it was just too much. It was just boring at that point. And even when the guy was talking on stage about scripture, he was just shouting. Couldn't even understand him. Obviously, because I don't understand the accent that much there. But why are you shouting so much, man? Just be calm, man. I thought it was like a Christian thing to like be calm and I don't know. Obviously, maybe it shows passion that he's shouting loads and that, but each to their own, I guess. I don't think I'll go back to that church if I do go back to Antigua, but so many churches on the street, which is good. On Sundays, it's like so many shops and restaurants and whatnot are just closed because everyone's at church. Because literally, there's so many churches, so the streets just looked empty on Sundays. Like less buses. We were waiting like half an hour for a bus in the heat. Oh my gosh, it was so bad. You can't check the app to see how long till the bus. There's nothing. It's deep over there. So that was so annoying, and we were standing up as well. If you're sitting down waiting, it's not too bad, but standing up is annoying. So when the bus did come within like 1, 2, 3 minutes of waiting, you're super grateful because you don't know how long you're going to be waiting there. And exactly as I said earlier, if it's full, then you just got to wait for the next one. That didn't happen that often though, it being full. Grocery shopping wise, it was fine. It was fine. There's not many supermarkets, but when you do go into it, it's got most things you need really. You know, I just got my usual stuff like fruit, chicken, milk, water. You know, they had ice cream there, frozen stuff like pizzas, nuggets, cereal, toiletries. They had loads of stuff. They had loads of stuff. The supermarkets that are like medium size, I only went to two of them, which they were all right. They were all right, but if you're doing like a massive, massive shop, it might be missing a few things. The one I was in my last YouTube video, which was like the massive one, yeah, that's like, that's proper, that's proper. But even like corner shop size wise, there was a few, but they're not common at all. That's the thing. There's just quite far away from each other. Like I could walk outside 3 minutes right now and I'm at a corner shop, but there I'd probably have to walk 10, 15 minutes at least. But it's not that deep really. Got everything I needed, the essentials, so it was fine. You can get by. It's not really that. It's not really a problem. None of these things are problems. You just got to adjust. Prices in the shops though, especially that big one I was at last video, I'm pretty sure it was like, it came out to like £7 for a case of water of 6 500 milliliter bottles, which I think is a bit much because I'm paying like £3 for a 12 pack. So what's that all about? I didn't understand that. And that big shop I did my first week on TikTok, and it was like £110 it turned out to, or something like that, which was mad. I didn't think it'd be that much. I guess I wasn't really looking because it was my first day there, first full day, and I was just like, yep, let me just do a weekly shop. It's going to be expensive anyway. Everything get in the basket. But if I knew it was that much, I would have put a few things back. I didn't even eat some of the stuff as well, which was inevitable. It's better to have it and not need it, to need it and not have it, I guess. So I didn't mind too much, but the price of activities were all right. Price of transport was all right, especially compared to here. It's good compared to here. It's just the grocery shopping I thought was a bit expensive. Activity-wise, things to do there. I did Stingray City, which they take you on a boat onto like onto Stingray Island, they call it. It's not even an island, well it is, but it's under the water. I didn't know islands could be under the water. Learn something new every day. And there's loads of stingrays there because it's feeding time, so they attract them with the food, and then you hold them like this, and like you hold the stingray food like this, and then they eat it off your hand. I did that. That was good. I think that was about, it's only like an hour, and it was like $70 each, US dollars, so I think that might be like £50 each maybe. Did jet skiing, which was good, for half an hour for about £50. Maybe even, yeah, £50 or 40 something pound, 60 something dollars. That was only for 30 minutes. And the thing is, that wasn't even like you follow someone within like a certain formation, you know, if you've ever been. This one was just, here's the island, here's the region you can go in, just go anywhere and come back after 30 minutes, which was good. Zip lining was good. That was a bit expensive for a 6 course, but I'd never done it before. It was really good. It went quite quick, not too scary unless you're a bit of a wuss. Just follow the instructions and you'll be fine. Obviously, God forbid anything did happen, but obviously I'm sure it's safe with the harnesses and whatnot. What else did we do? Jet skiing, zip line, stingray. That might be it, activity-wise. Was that it? No, that can't be it. That can't be it. Was that it? Sounds like nothing. Obviously, there are sometimes just chilling in the house, especially in the evening, on the weekends as well, watching football, editing a few videos. That's what I was doing in the evening, or watching Harry Potter when the front room cleared off. What else did we do? Is that it? That can't be it, activity-wise. There were some other things to do, like there was some rum class we saw on the beach. On Galleon Beach, they have like a rum class there, which you can make your own rum. I think it was quite expensive for the lessons, but they also have like snorkeling, but like on an electric thing, so you can snorkel and it goes like super fast, so you can see all the fish and whatnot. I don't think I would do that. Maybe I would, but I'm sure they had some quad biking thing you can do as well, but we didn't do that. We didn't even look if it was a thing, but I thought I saw something on Google before I went. Also, yeah, we got a day pass at that hotel because we know someone who works there who got a 50%, must have been a staff discount day pass. So that was good. Got to use the gym, go in the pools there, go on the pedalo, bit of table tennis, breakfast, lunch. Can't complain really. Everything there is free because you paid for the day pass. It's not a cheap place at all. So that's something to do if you do go there. Get a day pass at a nice hotel. Yeah, we didn't really do much. It sounds a bit mad just going to the beach most days. We got an Uber boat, which was actually quite good, to Dickinson's Beach, I think it was called. That was a very touristy beach. That wasn't too expensive either. It was like a 10-15 minute ride on the boat, get to see the island from different angles and stuff like that. It was good. I didn't actually Google it when I was there, but I didn't see any gyms, which was annoying because if there was, I probably would have worked out as long as it weren't a rip-off. To get like a day pass or a week pass, I would have worked out. But there's no gyms there. No way there's no gyms on the island, apart from that one in the hotel. But just generally speaking, just got to be gyms there, surely. Maybe there are, and they're just really rubbish or bad equipment compared to here. But I didn't see any gyms, which was a bit underwhelming. In the evenings, I was just staying in, really. Didn't really go out when it was dark. Only time I went out when it was dark was to go up the road to get a takeaway, because couldn't be bothered or didn't have food to cook or something. I probably couldn't have been bothered because I don't know why I was feeling so tired them times. Sleep at like 10, 11 p.m, wake up 6 or 7 a.m. And by the time it was like 6 or 7 p.m, I was ready to sleep. I don't know if it's because the heat just drains you throughout the day and it just makes you like fatigued compared to normal. But obviously we're doing a lot of steps per day, traveling around on buses or taxis, as well as swimming most days in the ocean for a bit. But I didn't sleep at like 6 or 7 p.m. ever. I didn't take any naps ever. I always slept at 10 or 11 or even midnight one time. And I would wake up between 5:30 and 7:30. Nah, I think 7 was the latest I woke up. But yeah, I wouldn't really want to go out in the evening when it's dark, 'cause it got dark from 6. It got light at like 6 a.m. as well. 5:30 maybe even. So I wouldn't really want to go out when it was dark. Maybe, no, I don't want to go out for a drink at no bar or whatever. Like, the state of some of these buildings and that, it doesn't really make you want to be in it. I don't know if it's hygienic. It doesn't look great, it puts me off. I don't know if that makes me a snob or whatnot, but like, if a place just looks like it's on its last horses, whatever the phrase is, why am I going to want to go there and chill there? Like, nah, just nah. Like, the town centre was like, it's run down. It's quite run down. Let's just say that. You would have seen some of the houses in my running vlog, actually, maybe even my last video, just in the background of whatever I was filming. It's not great. It's not great, but obviously it's a very green island. Lots of people's houses have loads of land. They've got water. They're growing plants, fruit, whatnot. They're getting on. It's fine, really. There's just not many hospitals and stuff like that there as well, which obviously for the elderly it's not good. Sometimes my grandma flies over to here to get treatment, The last time she did that was in 2023. But yeah, at night time I wouldn't really want to go out when it was dark. Really, that's a lot of people are up really early because it gets light at 5:36. So no one really wants to be out. Well, some people do, but most people are in when it's dark. But some of these people, they try and rip you off, especially taxi drivers or people who aren't under a company. They try and rip you off because you're a tourist, but you got to ask a few different people for the price of something and they'll say different answers. And if they do, then obviously, someone might be trying to rip you off. So don't get ripped off. I know it's not easy, or it might be annoying trying to debate with someone saying, "Oh, I'll do 50, I'll do 50. No, lowest I can do 65. 55, take it or leave it." Like, who wants to do all that? That's just long. Apparently, like the jet ski people, because they know the cruise ships come in for like a day. So when it gets to 4 p.m., a lot of the tourists are going to leave. So it'll be cheaper to do jet skiing at 4 p.m. compared to 1 p.m. or something because time's running out in the day and they just want to get the money. It's like, oh, I'll take it. But who wants to be there debating really? But who wants to lose money? Overall, though, I had a really nice time. I had a very nice time. My first holiday this year only as well. So, and it was summer. It felt so weird it being summer in November. That I couldn't get over that fact. It's like when I got back here, it's like obviously I was used to it because obviously I live here and it's like this every year, and it was like this before I left. But I just couldn't get over the fact it was summer in November for me. It felt like summer. Obviously it wasn't, but it felt like it. I think the latest the sunsets in Antigua is like 6:30 or 7, but now it was 5:30 when I went. So it's not like it was summertime there either. It's just so hot year round. But I just couldn't comprehend that the fact that my friends in England and whatnot are in freezing cold and rain, and I'm in sun. It's like I felt like I was in 2024 when I went on holiday. I don't know why. I really don't know why, but it was a lovely time. I would definitely go again, not for 11 days. I don't think you need 11 days. A week is fine. Obviously, the fact it's a really long flight makes you want to go for longer as well, so it's like more worth it. But flight's a flight. It's not the end of the world. Just sleep or watch something. Just listen to music. Play games on your phone. Like, it can go really quick. It never feels however long a flight is, it never feels like it to me anyway. Unless you're hungover or something like that, maybe it might, but it's never happened to me. It happened to a friend of mine. Then it might feel longer, but fine, man. I was watching Harry Potter on the both journeys, so it went quite quick. Especially this first time watching Harry Potter, so I was really enjoying it, so it went quick. Stranger Things came out just after I got back. I would have loved to watch that on the plane, but oh well, it's not that deep. Even because it's a long haul flight, they had a screen on the chair in front. They had some movies and series on there, so when food came and it's like you can't hold your phone or whatever, plug your headset in, put your headset on, and eat off the table and that, and just I put on Big Bang Theory because obviously people who know me know I've watched that show so many times. Comfort show, well, not even comfort show. I just watch it while I eat because it's long selecting a video or something new every time you eat, and I don't want to watch something for the first time when I eat either. Because if I'm looking down to scoop something up or whatever, or I'm going like this, like I might mishear something or not see something. So I always want to watch something that I've already seen that I still rate highly. So I always watch Big Bang Theory. So when the food came, I just watched that. There's movies and series on there. I'm sure there's some that people would like. Final Destination was on there. I've seen that. I'm sure 28 Years Later was on there. I've not seen that. There's some decent stuff on there anyway with Virgin. They bring so many snacks and drinks around as well, so it's good. You don't have to pay, obviously, because it's in the flight. But yeah, it was a very nice holiday. Very, very nice holiday. First time being there as an adult. I'm sure I'll go back as long as she's about. I've got a place to stay if I want to go, but I don't really want to go anytime soon. Like, I've done the things that I've done for the first time there, like jet skiing, zip lining, stingray. I wouldn't do again. Obviously, if I was there with someone who hadn't done these things, it's like I'm showing them around. Yeah, I would do it, but I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, let's do this. Jet skiing maybe actually, jet ski only, but even then, it's like it's good for about 5 minutes, and then it's like I'm ready to go back to the island now. But yeah, very lovely holiday. What do I wish was different about the island? Uh, Nah, it's too picky. But that's my summary of everything I experienced when I was there, pretty much. I'm sure I forgot something, but that's just how it is. I've wrote some stuff down. I've covered everything I wrote down, but there's probably some small stuff that I forgot to mention or something. But I had a really lovely time, and if you go, hopefully you do too. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.